Welcome to the Barrier Breakers Corner, where we step out on faith and defy the odds. Today, we will be celebrating mothers. We'll be honoring them, and I'm privileged to be your host for today. I'm Florence Abdullahi, the founder of African Children Rejoice, where we advance for child education, healthcare, and we mentor children. I'm also the founder of Flo's Couture, and today I'm in Flo's Couture. But we'll not be talking about me today. We'll be talking about women. We'll be talking about mothers. And we are very honored to have two amazing mothers with us today. We have Lady Pastor Esther Njie and Miss Sera Gillen. Welcome, Lady Pastor Njie, and welcome, Sera. Yes, Lady Pastor, tell us a bit about yourself before we proceed.
Well, my name is Pastor Esther Njie, and I'm the founder of Easter Drinks and Desserts. And then I'm blessed with 4 beautiful girls. I'll say 2 ladies, because 2 of them are already married, and one on my left is the first one, Sera, Alex Jata, as I always call her, and then another one too married to Sara Marano, and then I have Fatu, and then I have my Lastina, who is Doris.
Okay.
Yeah, a Gambian also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Miss Sera, let's hear a bit from you. Tell us a bit about what you do.
Okay. Like you said, my name is Sera. I'm the founder of Ankara Splash. So I focus more on traditional wedding decorations, trying to see how to bring more of the Gambian culture into our wedding space as well. So that's what I do. Thank you.
Beautiful. Okay, so guys, before we move further, we'll be doing a bit of icebreaker. We want to know how much you know each other. How well do you know your mom, and how well do you know your daughter? So we'll be asking some few questions, and you write down your answers on this card. Let me hand them over to you.
Thank you.
Yes, so it's just some simple questions, and you write your answers, you hide them so that the other person doesn't get to see what you're writing. Right. And then at the end of the day, you show us the answer. Just turn the answer so we get to know if you're writing the same thing, okay? Right. No pressure. They're not difficult questions. Okay.
I'm going to write my own.
Yes, so let's assume I ask you a question. I asked Sera a question about your mom. Sera, you write your answer. You also write your answer about that question, about yourself. And then we compare if the answers are the same. You get? Okay. So I'm going to ask the first question to Sera. What is your mom's favorite color?
No, wow.
What's your mom's favorite color? So she might have more than one color. So if you're lucky to have like 1 out of 5, you're lucky. Okay, so are you done? Yes. You should let us know when you're done. So the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, you turn your answers. White! She got a white at least. Well done. Yay! Okay, so we move to the second question. This question is for you, Auntie Njie. What house chore does Sera do most? What house chore does she hate the most, actually? Hate the most. You know, she does a lot of house chores in the house when she was with you. What does she hate doing? Like what she grumbles about and all of that. Sera, you write your answer and she writes her answer.
I do everything.
But the one you most dislike? Okay, just let me know when you're ready, Sera.
I think I'm ready.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Doing the dishes, housekeeping. Okay, so that one is, we lost it. Sorry, you lost that one. Yes. Okay, it's also true as well. So let's give it a 50%. A 50%. Okay, the next question, Sera. What is your mother's shoe size? What is her shoe size, sis?
I'm done.
That was quick. It's a confidence for me. Okay, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. 41, 40, 41, you're right. Good. Well done. Okay, so Mom, we move on to you. What is her favorite phrase? What does she like saying a lot? It could be one word, it could be a phrase. What's her favorite phrase?
For my mom or for me?
Yes, for her.
Oh, Sarah's favorite.
Yes, what's Sarah's favorite phrase? By the way, she could probably have 2, so you could write the 2 just to be sure.
I don't have.
She doesn't have. You're not writing. You're done? Okay.
She's writing.
Okay. So what's there? Oh, stop. Or please, Mom.
Oh, I didn't know for her.
Don't have. Okay, so now she said, oh, stop. And then please, Mom. So which of them is correct?
I said please, Mom, a lot.
Please, Mom. So she's right. Yay.
Yeah,
That's to her. Okay, Sarah, one last question for you.
Okay.
So I'm winning.
What is your mom's favorite hobby? What does she love doing best?
Yeah, plenty.
You could write 2 just to be sure. Maybe she might get to choose one of them.
Okay.
2 of her favorite.
I want to cheat right now.
Sarah. Oh.
Praying, cooking. I know she's a pastor and she's very spiritual, so I'm sure praying is part of it. Mom, is she right?
She's right.
And cooking, does she love cooking? Yeah, great. So one last question for Mom. One last question for Mom. What is Sarah's favorite pet? What is her favorite pet?
She knows that one.
She knows that one. Dog! Yay! Thank you so much. This was so fun.
Yeah.
Now let's get into some questions. Thank you. We could have the cards here.
Okay.
Thank you. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so our first question for today, Mommy Sera, how has motherhood been for you? How has the whole motherhood experience been like for you?
Well, I have to be honest with myself because it has really not been easy as a single mom. Yeah. But along the way,
That was unexpected.
with the help of God, I was able to go through the storm. You know, raising 4 amazing, beautiful, intelligent, hardworking, you know, submissive, loving and caring daughters is only by the grace of God. And then I go all out to make sure that I give them the best as a mother, which make them the woman or the ladies they are today. Because it doesn't tell well as a mom having everything and your kids are wayward.
That's true.
So I went the extra mile, even selling my last jewelries to make sure that they get the best education, which I am proud of today. I can raise my head high to see them come out with flying colors. But at the latter part, the father stepped in to send her abroad to further her education, which I am also proud of. Currently, she's doing very well in her business. You know, very hardworking, very caring. You know, she goes all out to make sure that the family is okay. And also very proud of her junior sister, who is currently doing very well. She was a model and also into international relations, now doing her master's in Italy. And Fatu, who was least expected that she will do great, now she's in the college, you know, studying as a teacher. And my last baby, who has loved science since when she was a baby, you know, did very well, and then graduated, becoming the best, you know, sociology and chemistry student and wise. So that alone is what giving thanks unto God. But even though with my age and with the support of my late mom, you know, one of the things that kept me going, she told me that I should never get tired or weary in doing good, more especially for my kids. And that one thing you have to learn as a mother is being patient. You know, being patient, being prayerful. And I think my prayers, with the help of God, has kept me going this far. And my prayers and trusting and relying and leaning on God has also made them to be who they are today by His grace. And you know, coming from a Muslim background, you know, going along this journey up to the extent of being a Christian, studying, going all out to know this God that I gave my life to the extent of being a pastor, is something that I need to give thanks and praise unto God, because He has really proven Himself to me and my family. So I just want to return all the praise, all the glory back unto Him. Hallelujah.
Thank you so much, Auntie Ramo. And we can definitely see the evidence of your hard work and your dedication. And that is what a mother should be. Thank you so much for all those years. And now you're reaping the reward.
Yeah, sure.
You're retiring now.
Telling you.
And they should be the one taking care of you in the African culture.
Tell me about it.
But thank you. Sera, you are a young mom. You have a son a few months old. What has motherhood been like for you? And what do you look forward to in motherhood in the next years? What are you looking forward to? So just want to have an idea.
So my son will be 4 months on Monday. And these 4 months have been a lot.
I know.
Yes.
Sleepless nights and all.
Yeah, so but I would just like to say that I have a lot of support, and I'm very grateful for that support. My mom, especially also my husband, has really been amazing in helping me with our son. Yeah, so I've not really been lacking of help in that area. But apart from that, I feel like motherhood has challenged my personality. It has made me think deeply about myself. What kind of traits do I want to express now more? Because, you know, we all have different things that make us who we are. So which ones do I want to amplify now that I have a son? What do I want him to know more about me? Because he's basically learning about the opposite gender from me. He's learning about what it means to be a woman, what it means to be a mother, what it means to be a wife from me. So trying to be my best self in all of those areas has literally been what has been going through my mind consistently. And then you talked about the sleepless nights. Nowadays, you know, with technology and all of that, you can pump and then your husband can help you breastfeed through the night.
Yeah.
So I can literally say I sleep through the night.
Nice.
Yeah, and I don't take it for granted because I know there are other ladies that don't have that luxury as well. Yeah, but I'm really grateful for that. And it has also mostly helped me also appreciate my mom more. You know, when I got pregnant, I was like, I'm going to have the American experience. Ha! That I will not have my mother there, to just be my husband, myself.
Oh, wow. No. You have to invite mommy.
When the pain started and it got serious, I was just like, please call my mom.
Oh, my mom.
And as soon as my mom came, the dynamic of my delivering experience changed, because there were so many things that she was able to do for me that my husband wasn't able to. She knew the right places to press. She knew how to hug me.
Wow.
And, you know, she was just praying with me throughout. So I really appreciate her for that. Like, having a mother in my life as I experienced motherhood has made the whole experience a lot better. And I'm really grateful for that. Yeah.
God, that's good. I mean, it's wonderful to know that.
Yeah.
And at least we have a hint for some of us. So when the time is right, we'll call our mothers.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for that. Auntie Sera, what of some of the fun stuff that you did with your kids when they were younger or when they were living with you? What are some of the fun stuff that you enjoy doing and that remains a part of you now, that you remember and you smile and just gives you joy?
You know, the bond of being together, you know, sharing my secrets with them, which also helps me to calm down whenever I'm stressed. You know, the union as a family, you know, the outings, you know, them being so caring when I'm down, you know, trying to lift me up, you know, helping me do my house chores, you know, always checking on me when I'm down. Even while she was away, she would go all out to make sure that I got the best comfort that I deserve with her sisters, younger sisters for that matter. You know, she has really been amazing, and I think that also makes her younger ones to learn from her. That unity, that oneness, that togetherness, you know, it helps us to be the family we are today. Yeah.
And I think one of the things we used to do as a family quite a lot is we always have Saturday breakfast together.
Saturday.
Yes, my mom always ensured that Saturday breakfast was special. Yeah, it was not muro bata muro sokola. You know, it had to be eggs, sausages. You know, sometimes she would fry chips on the side. So that was a very important custom in our house. Saturday was always amazing. And like she said, the outings, that was also something we did a lot, whether it's Sunday beach or whether it's visiting family. We like to do that a lot, going to my grandma's house as a family. So
And also one of the things that I will let out of the bag, you know, she loves food. So she will be readily waiting for the younger ones. Any leftover, I am available. Yeah. You know, it was so much fun and everything. But we thank God for that unity and that bond. Yeah.
That's beautiful. So from what we've heard, it's like you guys have a close bond. And I would say a lot of places we get to see Sera, we see her by her mom. So it's a relationship we really do admire. And hearing from what you said, you confide in them sometimes. So my question to you, Sera, has this always been like that? Or is it something that has evolved over the years from when you were younger?
So my mom has always been very open with us. I think from the time, as far as I can remember, she's never been the one that hides her experiences from us. Even literally the worst of the worst experience she shares with us. So a lot of things were never unknown to us, you know. And I can clearly remember when I had my first boyfriend. She was like, you know, if a man asks you out, you don't have to be talking to them in the junction. Let them come to the house.
You know?
Yeah. She was like, don't be hiding in the corners. If somebody asks you out and you want to, you know, find out about the relationship, bring them to the house. By the time they come to your house, they will not treat you anyhow because they will know your mother, they will know where you are from somewhere. And that has literally been how we have been going. Like whether it's relationships, whether it's challenges that we've gone through in life, she's always someone that we can talk to comfortably without feeling like she would judge us or she would treat us somehow. I remember there was one time, just to share something, my sister was in a taxi and she was like, the taxi driver tried to put his hand on her lap, and the fact that she ran to us and tell my mom, this taxi driver tried to do this. Yeah. My mom was like, you say what? She just got up, went to the estate garage, told the man, if you try that again. But just to tell you how confident and comfortable we are that she will take care of us. So we literally do not have, we have secrets from her, obviously, as children, but not a lot.
Not a lot.
Yes, not a lot. Okay. So we are very comfortable to share things with her. But obviously, now that I'm married, obviously some things, we got to keep on the low and deal with ourselves. But otherwise, yeah, we really have a good relationship.
That is good to know. That is good. And that's a good virtue or a key aspect that parenthood should be, where children can confide in you and feel free. Things like this, sexual harassment and all of that. Okay. Your sister was, the first thing that came to her mind is, let me go to my mom. Exactly. That shows how much she's so free with her mom, and it's quite important. Sure. Mom, you did a wonderful parenting. Thank you. Okay, so I have one last question for you. I'm talking about that. Can you tell us what the importance of good and healthy relationship with your kids or have been? What's the importance of good parenting and healthy relationship with your kids, and what are the benefits you've got as a result of those?
The good of it all is that when you take care of your children, try to teach them the things and system of this world, raise them in a godly manner. All those things will help them. Just like what she said concerning the little sister. If I were not open with them to teach them what they're supposed to do or to be open to them, she would not have come back to tell me that, Mom, this was what happened. She would not have the confidence to open. But, being open to them and teaching them in the right way and manner has made them not to be afraid of me. They don't seek counsel outside. Sure. They always come to me because they know that I will always be there for them. Even when they are wrong, they will come to me and I will tell them that this is not the right thing. Next time, don't do it this way. Do it this way. And trying to be open to them has, taught them a lot, and trying to go all out for them has also made them to be responsible ladies they are today. They can help and cater for not even only the ones they are related to biologically, but they try to make sure that they help people outside, because that has been me. That has been me. One thing that I taught them, that to love, to care, and to share, is one of the good virtues that a woman or a lady or a child of God should do. Yeah, I just thank God for that.
Thank you so much. Sera, one last question. What advice do you have for our viewers out there on the importance of building relationships with their kids and how they're supposed to build or get closer to their kids? I know you're just coming up, but from your experiences, I'm sure you would have one or two things to say about motherhood.
I think maybe my advice would be more towards the mothers, the older mothers, because I can tell them what my mom did that helped me. And maybe I can also say a few things about what I did to also help. So like my mom has said, and we've discussed, being open and not being too caged is definitely one way to relax the household and make it feel more open and welcoming, especially when it comes to your children. And having an atmosphere where you're approachable. Sometimes kids want to share, kids want to say what's happening, and then when you meet a clown face, you meet someone who's like, you will not be able to express the things that are going in your life. So being a parent that is, damning the odds, the customs of the Gambia, and say, you know what, I would want to be someone who's open with my children. I don't want to be hiding things from my children. I don't want to be treating them as the traditional route of things. It's okay to be open. It's okay to share. It's okay to discuss topics that are taboo in the Gambia. It's okay to discuss sexuality. It's okay to discuss love. It's okay to discuss marriage. It's okay to discuss emotions, feelings, mental health, depression. There was a time when I was in the UK and I was so stressed. I was on medication, I was depressed, and my mom was with me all through the way. There was a time I had to be picked up by ambulance, and you will not believe, before I called the ambulance, it was my mom that I called. And she was the one with me on the phone whilst I waited and whilst things happened. And she was here, miles away. But it's because of the fact that I knew if I called her, she would not be judging me. Oh, man for some stress. You know, because you know we are in a society where people are always like, why are you stressed?
That's true.
Small guy like you.
What do you have
exactly.
to think about?
So it's about being approachable, understanding the fact that things happen, and allowing ourselves to be exposed to other affairs beyond what we know in the Gambia. And for a child or a daughter, I think sometimes realizing that you don't know it all. And that was one of the big lessons I had to learn as I transitioned from, being her daughter and becoming a wife. Okay. As I transitioned from just being a daughter to being a wife, it was like, oh, so my mom was right. I didn't know that. But when you are a teenager and you enter your early 20s, you feel like, you know everything, because you are following the trends. So you think you know what's happening currently. But there's a lot I did not know that I'm grateful to God that she was patient enough to allow me to learn on my own pace, and appreciate her more for not forcing things on me. So being a mother has made me realize that her doing the raising of me and my siblings all by herself is something I can never do. There's no way I can mother my son by myself. And I've seen her do it, and her strength is just admirable. So once you become a young mother, the way you see your mother just changes, the dynamics change. You're like, oh, you're like, hey, this is what my mother went through,
That's very true.
So so just that, as a child, just be respectful, give them a listening ear, and I know you have your own opinions as a young lady, which you should have, but just leave room for consideration from what your elders will say, especially ones that love and care about you and have proven that from time and time again. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Auntie Njie, and thank you, Sera.
Yeah.
This has been a wonderful time, and it has been very educating. We've learned a whole lot from what you said.
Thank you.
So before we end everything, we have a last activity that we want you to do, and that is we want you to look into each other's eyes and just say something beautiful. Yeah.
So who's going first?
So yes, Mom, you can go first. Just tell her something that you've always wanted to say. This is the opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to look me inside my eyes.
Well, I just want to thank God for your life. I just want to thank God for blessing me with such an amazing soul like you. You have been, I will not say a teacher, but you have been like a mentor to me in so many ways. You have been a very strong and amazing daughter, who always goes out, which I am really grateful. You have been there even when there was nothing inside the house. I could remember back in the years when you will hide the ice in your bag just to make sure that, your sisters will have lunch for the following day. You have been a pillar, to tell you at your face, Sera, you have been a blessing, and I'm grateful to God that you are not a mistake. It's not a mistake giving back to you. You want to share this? Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I just want to thank God for your life, and I want to thank God for your husband, and I want to thank God that, you know, giving me that grandson have really brought a great joy in my life, in my family, and everything. So I just want to thank God for your life. I'm proud of you, darling.
Oh.
Yeah.
I need a moment.
You can have it. You can have it. I'm also being emotional here. I don't even know. Okay.
So my turn.
Yeah.
Oh God, where should I start? Thank you for being my mom. You know, thank you for, like you said, not seeing me as a mistake. You know, I know you had me early, and I know that it was a lot, and I know that it wasn't easy. But thank you for not giving up on me or my siblings, and okay. Thank you for ensuring that we went to the best schools. Thank you for all the loans you took. You know, thank you for all the jewelries you sold. Thank you for making sure that we ate as well as everybody else, even when it wasn't as easy. Like my mom will cook soup and she'll make sure that it has meat, catfish, kanda, you know, everything. So thank you for ensuring that you went all out to see that we didn't lack anything. Not at any point in my life have I ever wished that I was born from a different mother. Not at any point in time did I envy any of my friends, even those that had more than I did, because you ensured that everything was there. And I'm very grateful for you. I'm grateful for your love. I'm grateful for your warm personality. I know sometimes you scream, but I've come to know that you've done better than your parents. You know, you've learned from your parents on how they parented you, and you're giving me the best version of yourself. I don't take it for granted. Thank you for being an amazing grandmother. You know, thank you for always ensuring that I don't have to go to the market. I've not gone to the market for over a year because you're always doing the shopping for me. I have not washed fish or cleaned fish for more than a year because you always do it for me. And I don't take these little things for granted, you know. You are warm, you are loving. You go all out for me and my siblings, and we love it. We can call you at 3 a.m. and we know that you get up and come for us. So we are grateful for you being a constant in our life now and always, and we love you. We love you.
Love you.
Thank you. This was so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think I need to have this time with my mother, and I need to tell her something beautiful like this too. I definitely need that. Thank you once again for coming and being a blessing to the world, because we've learned a lot from what you guys have said. So we have something for you from Barrier Breakers Corner. We have a girl treat at the spa. Yes. It will be a girl something. So this is our pass ticket to the spa for both of you. Thank you. There you go. And then we have something special for our baby, Sera, our young mom. Yes, these are for baby. And there you go. Wow. Yes. Double. Thank you again for your time.
Yeah, well, before we go, can we say thank you to, is it Sister Joyce?
Yeah.
You know, for, you know, inviting us to showcase or to share to the world out there. We just want to pray for her and her parents, you know, for raising her to, you know, to be this bold, to be this caring, you know, to help the less privileged to have this opportunity, you know, to share with the world. So we just want to say a big thank you to her A big thank you to Mama Donko and Pastor Donko.
Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Team Barrier Breakers Corner. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so guys, I'm sure we've learned a whole lot from today, and this is just a few encouragement for young ladies out there. One day we would become mothers, and I hope we've picked a whole lot from this. Let your homes be opened. Be caring towards your daughters, towards your sons. Treat them like your friends. Yes, rebuke them, but let it be done in a right way, such that they are not so hurt that they are not free to get back to you. Let them just be your friends, and motherhood is a beautiful thing. So it's something we should all look forward to as ladies one day. Thank you for coming, and thank you again for everything and for sharing your story. Thank you, viewers, for watching. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers around the world.